Venice, Florida in 2026 is the kind of place that makes people visit once and start checking home prices before dessert. The beaches are real, the shark teeth are real, the Venice fishing pier at sunset still makes people go quiet for a second. And Welland Park, that place can make a model home feel like a personality test. But here's what makes Venice interesting. It's not one lifestyle. One feels beachy and walkable, one feels more spread out and local, one feels new and planned, and people are comparing floor plans like it's a sport. And once season hits, even a simple dinner near downtown can turn into a small military operation. So before you pack the moving truck, we are breaking down the real Venice, the beach day parts, the budget parts, and the things nobody notices until they actually live here, and which Venice setup you'll still love once the moving boxes are unpacked.
You know what's really funny about Venice? People don't slowly warm up to it. They visit once, they catch the sunset at the Venice fishing pier, grab dinner on Venice Avenue, and they circle the parking lot a little longer than expected. Suddenly it goes from nice vacation spot to, okay, how much would it cost us to actually live here? So that's what this video is actually about, helping you choose the version of Venice that is going to actually fit you. Once you see that, Venice stops looking like one simple beach town and starts looking like a decision you want to make on purpose. And once that clicks, the whole map starts looking different. So if you're seriously thinking about moving to Venice, Florida in 2026, don't try to figure it out from random listings or old blog posts. Call us, text us, or email us. We're your local Venice real estate team of choice, and we help buyers compare the actual lifestyle difference between Venice Island, South Venice, Welland Park, North Venice, new construction, resale, gated communities every single week. Our information is in the description below, and we want to help you figure out which version of Venice actually fits your lifestyle.
Venice still has that relaxed Gulf Coast soul, but it is not frozen in time anymore. People love to slap that same label on Venice. Oh, Venice, it's just retirees and snowbirds. Venice absolutely has that crowd. Census reporter pegs Venice median age around 69.2, so yes, you're still gonna feel that older adult rhythm. Honestly though, there is something beautiful about a place where people are not waiting to finally enjoy their life. But calling Venice just a sleepy retirement beach town in 2026 is like eating one bite of key lime pie and saying you understand the whole bakery. So that idea that nothing is changing here, it just does not hold up, especially if you're talking about Welland Park. The area has layers now though. Retirees come for beach mornings, golf healthcare nearby, seasonal buyers are escaping the cold, downsizers want less and less house and more life, remote workers are coming here, they're realizing their laptop works just fine near the Gulf or at a cute, quaint coffee shop. They were not deciding whether Venice was too sleepy. They were deciding which version of Venice matched the life that they wanted. Downtown Venice is gonna have its own rhythm. Dinner off Venice Ave or Miami Ave can somehow turn into 3 hours. And if you end up going to Sharky's on the pier near sunset, good luck pretending that you are not already mentally moving here. South Venice feels more residential, more spread out, more local in the way people actually live day to day. Welland Park, it's a whole different animal. Newer homes, planned neighborhoods, trails, community events, restaurants, live music lights. So yes, that older adult rhythm is real, but older does not mean boring. Mornings matter here too. Trails get used, beach walks are not just vacation behavior. Golf, pickleball, boating, dog walks, coffee runs, downtown dinners, weekend plans are not the filler, they are the calendar.
The most expensive thing in Venice is not always the house. Sometimes it's just the version that you fell in love with way too fast. Not scary expensive, more like we came here for 4 days and now we're discussing placement of furniture in a house that we don't even know yet. Venice shows you the good side first. I know it's rude, but effective. The beach light hits different. Your shoulders drop, your phone stays in your bag a little longer, and you just start imagining a life where the hardest decision is whether you're doing the early pickleball slot, taking the bike out, or meeting friends somewhere after the heat backs off. And honestly, that part is real. Visit Florida markets Venice around 14 miles of beaches, and that tracks. Being outside is a big reason people are falling for this place. But the version you visit and the version you live are not always the same animal. Vacation brain asks, did we have fun? But your real life brain is asking, how far am I from the doctor I usually use? And am I dealing with 41 every day? So what happens during season when dinner, tea times, appointment, and service calls all get tighter? That last one gets people a lot. A lot of buyers think they need to be as close to the Gulf as possible, so the trail really sneaks up on people too. City trail materials show the Venetian Waterway Park and Legacy Trail connection creates almost 23 miles of continuous trail time, which means some buyers realize that biking, walking, and getting outside every day matter just as much as being 5 minutes closer to the sand. Vacation brain says, look at that sunset. Real life brain says, where am I buying paper towels on a Wednesday? Drop your Venice personality in the comments. Are you beach before breakfast, Welland Park and new home smell, maybe South Venice, keep it local, downtown dinner, wanderer, or please do not put me in an HOA energy? I want to see where everyone lands. Now the next piece gets even more interesting because Venice is not one big blob on a search app. It's a bunch of different pockets, each within its own rhythm.
Two homes can be 10 minutes apart in Venice and feel like they belong in two different cities. Start near Venice Island and the day bends towards the beach and downtown. You've got older streets, restaurants, water nearby. Your people are walking everywhere, walking to dinner, walking to the beach. That park once and wander routine. Those homes can have age, character quirks, and yes, sometimes maintenance questions hiding under and behind that cute exterior. The island life has pull. Slide towards South Venice and the pace changes. It feels residential, lived in, more people, they mow the lawn, they run errands, they've got their boats and RVs parked outside. It's a very different lifestyle. Venice also has 30 city parks, so getting outside is not limited to one beach day or one trail. You've got plenty of options. Head east towards Welland Park in Northport, and the scenery is gonna change fast. Here, it's a master plan community, newer homes, golf carts, builder signs, streets that feel like they were drawn with a ruler. You've got dinner spots, cool today park energy, people comparing builders, lot premiums, design choices, and really whether or not they want their week orbiting around the town center. So North Venice plays a quieter game, but for some buyers, it starts making a lot of sense here because North Venice has Laurel Road, I-75 access, newer developments, medical access. You've got Sarasota Memorial Hospital. That brand new hospital has 212 private patient suites and 61 emergency beds. So for buyers thinking long-term healthcare access, that is not background noise, that really matters. For some buyers, that beats being a little closer to the beach. They do not realize it until they map their actual week from scratch. Walkability in Venice is not a yes or no question. Near downtown or the island, your day can feel more foot-powered. Park once, handle a couple errands, meet friends, stop somewhere after. In other pockets, you're gonna drive more, but you might get a newer home, a quieter street, room where you can breathe, or a setup that fits how you actually wanna live. Neither one wins automatic. There is no perfect choice. It's really how you wanna live. You're trading one kind of easy for the other. So after you finish which pocket feels right, the question is not just which house do I like? It's whether you want the shiny new build, the established resale, the HOA setup, the no HOA breathing room, the villa, the condo, gated neighborhoods. By then, you are not just picking a pin on the map, you are choosing a whole setup.
A builder's model kitchen might be the most dangerous room in Venice, not because anything is wrong, but because everything behaves way too well. New construction makes decisions feel really easy. You have the newer roof, newer windows, and your cleaner layout. Less maintenance, builder warranty, rate incentive, closing cost help. For some buyers, that setup makes a lot of sense, especially around Welland Park, where builder signs and design centers are just part of the scenery. You have your lot premiums, upgrade packages, design center choices, builder timelines, HOA rules, CDD fees, incentives that look amazing until you fold them into your real monthly math. Resale sellers need to know what they're competing against. But here's the positive shock. Sometimes an older resale home gives you the life you thought the brand new home would. A resale home near Venice Island, South Venice, or an established pocket can give you a bigger lot, older tree cover, driveway space, or street personality that no builder brochure can fake. And then you're gonna add in your HOA and things get super spicy. Some buyers want exterior care handled, the pool, the gate, the rules, the reserve fund, and the lock and leave setup. But other buyers hear HOA and their soul leaves their body. They want room to breathe, fewer rules, more control, and the HOA fees are not tiny background noise either. In the Venice area communities, they're commonly running you around $150 to $500 plus per month, depending on what gets covered and maintained. Your non-HOA or lower rule neighborhood can give flexibility, but ownership brings responsibility. Freedom is real, but so is the work. So the better question is not, should we buy new construction or resale? It's really, which trade-off do we want to actually live with? Those are all part of the buyer's comparison. Your home story needs sharper edges, lower fees, older tree cover, real driveway space, or a street pattern that beats the fresh paint competition for the right buyer. Then the monthly math walks in, and that's where the pretty house has to really prove that it actually works.
Some Venice homes look affordable right up until the monthly bill introduces themselves. They do not show up quietly. They show up wearing flip-flops and carrying receipts. So the better question is not, can I afford the price? We ask, is it, can I afford the bills attached to this home? Two homes at the same purchase price can hit your bank account very differently here. One is going to bring a roof question, another is going to bring fees. Condos and villas can reduce exterior chores, but simple on paper is still going to need a fee, reserves, building insurance, maintenance, and future assessment review. Property taxes, they surprise buyers fast, which is why the Sarasota County property appraiser estimate matters more than the seller's old tax bill. Florida can sound low tax from far away, but when a home sells, the assessed value can reset. There's also exemptions involved that people may not be considering. So if you are using the seller's old tax bill amount as your forever number, pump the brakes. Then insurance walks in. In Florida, insurance kicks the door open and says, hi, I'm part of the budget now. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners has shown Florida homeowners insurance is running roughly 2 to 3 times the national average. And Venice can feel that pressure sometimes because of wind, storm exposure, roof age, flood zones, and underwriting rules. Panic? No. We all do it. Get quotes early. Roof age, wind mitigation, impact windows, shutters, flood zone, elevation, drainage, and the exact property can change the entire conversation. Flood risk is not only beachfront either. Sarasota County flood maps and flood guidance make it very clear that even moderate risk areas can deal with flooding from heavy rain and drainage problems, like if you're next to a river. Something to keep in mind. So don't stop at how close is it to the Gulf. Ask whether that flood zone, evacuation zone, elevation, drainage, insurance quote, and structure are telling you. When the money side checks out, one more thing can quietly change your happiness. The route that looked easy online until the real Venice timing gets involved.
The shortest drive in Venice can turn into the one that tests your personality. You pull out at 4:15 in season, and this town is going to remind you real quick that miles and minutes are not the same thing. Venice is not some giant metro where you need 3 podcasts and trail mix to cross town, but getting around can still really sneak up on you. A simple route changes fast when you add season, lane shifts, beach return traffic, then everyone else deciding that they also need to make the same left turn right now. This is not Venice traffic is horrible. It's more like, do not assume every drive is a sleepy Sunday cruise. US 41 and I-75, Jacaranda Boulevard, Laurel and River Road, they're all gonna play a role on how your day feels. It's not glamorous, it's very real. River Road is the perfect example. Sarasota County and FDOT have had the widening project running from early 2022 through early 2027, expanding roughly 5 miles from 2 lanes to 6 lanes. Here's the one day versus night contrast to remember. A drive that feels easy at 10 in the morning can feel completely different around dinner time, during season. Smart buyers choose the place where the day-to-day routes match their patience, schedule, and actual calendar. And once you understand the lifestyle, the house, the costs, and how the roads behave, now you can answer the real question. Is Venice actually right for you in 2026?
The truth about moving to Venice is this: the city can be right and the setup can still be off. And guessing is where people get sideways too. Venice can be incredible when it fits, but one pretty sunset, one weekend visit, or a handful of listing photos is not enough for you to choose your whole next chapter here. So if Venice is still sitting in your head after all this, do not sort it out from random listings and half answers online. If you're thinking about buying or selling here in Venice or Welland Park or any of Southwest Florida, call us, text us, or email us. We are a local Venice and Welland Park real estate team. We spend every single day helping people relocate here. We absolutely love it. So if North Venice, South Venice, Venice proper, Welland Park, any of those neighborhoods or areas are calling your name, let us help you. We can turn this from a pretty new idea into a smart move. So watch our Living in Venice playlist next, because the next video will help you compare neighborhoods and lifestyle pockets before the wrong address wins, because that kitchen looked good online. So feel free to reach out. It's really us on the other end, and we can't wait to meet you here in Venice.